and definitely one of the positives of the game is that like whatever stuff it has introduced, it's given you a thing to go with, you know?
Yeah. So at this point now, can you just run to the end of this?
I'm not sure, to be honest. I don't think it goes. It's up to that point, but no, there we go. To kind of answer your question there, like I don't know. I think like those two in particular, you didn't have to fight because you solved the puzzle. I think what happens is when you're in the midst of trying to solve it, they might like suddenly surprise you with an attack. But by and large, the ones that are kind of stuck in the rooms in between, they're mandatory battles. So it's kind of a mix of the. It's like the Pseudopolis Gym in that sense, where like some of the battles are compulsory because you just land on top of them. But oftentimes you could get away without hurting a soul. So
yeah.
But as I said, like we are wolfing the level, so I'm taking every opportunity we can get to level up. Yeah.
Or at what point do you just say, fuck it, blast chaff everything?
Deploy the black sheep.
Yeah.
Well, he is quite useful in this sense, in fairness to him. You know, it helps when you have a lot of water steals and water darks in this gym. But the gym battles the gym leaders are a rude awakening, so I'll say that much for sure.
Oh yeah.
I'm never not going to love that design of Daikatuna. I get you're trying to make you scared of it, but honestly.
Like, seriously, it is so stupid looking.
Oh, actually,
is it water steel? Is it water grass?
No, it's definitely water steel. Definitely water steel.
Water steel. Right. Yeah. Just since it has green on it.
I never noticed that. Oh, sorry, you're colorblind. Never mind. No, that's supposed to be grey. The arms and legs are red.
They are not.
They are, yeah.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Do not tell Bert about
that. I'm sure she doesn't watch this back. You're fine. Your secret's safe with me.
Oh, no.
That's on tape and everything. That's great.
No. Okay, so we have how many rare candies have we got left?
I think we have one. I think I'm maybe saving it for evolution. I think. Oh no, sure. I don't need it now.
Yeah.
So.
Like this is going to be painful.
It is, but we make good use of it. It's just the healing back and forth is the trouble.
Yeah.
But yeah, the level is struggling to load there.
Yeah.
Because they've done the thing where like all the three puzzles are in the one space, so they're all trying to like compete for the frame rate. It's nuts.
Let's see, 12 levels over. Can you outspeed it? Nope.
Shocked to hear that. And then it has Nasty Plot as well.
Although it is grass flying, and that's how much damage a flying type move did to it. That's like.
In fairness, this is when it becomes Grass Dragon. So it's I suppose it's still super effective, but you know, I guess the stat layer may be a bit different.
Not very effective.
Oof. Oh, that's cruel. That's really fucking cruel. Still though, took it down. Nearly killed my Quatlet to do it, but still all counts in the end.
Yep, absolutely. Okay, Voltazu. We've definitely got the boy before.
Yeah, we've seen it before. So, yeah, this is actually the second evolved form. And I believe...
Ice beam. Damn, he is fast.
Yeah, he's quick, alright. That's his main asset is the speed.
Yeah.
As you can imagine. And he's a mixed attacker as well, so he's quite decent in all fronts. Hey! Nice.
Happy hour.
Oh, bollocks.
Oh.
Oh, too soon. Never mind.
Yeah.
Nasty.
Plot.
Yes. If we could do one right now, in fairness.
Yep. No power gem. That's will survive, but
Job done.
Yeah, fair enough. But at what point along here do you think maybe I'm not going to be able to beat? You'll survive, I hope.
No.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, that PJ is serious. It is fucking serious.
Yeah.
Like, I can't stress that
God
enough.
damn, I was not expecting that.
Yeah.
Not expect. I thought you would have like survived that.
Just even with a trickle.
His ability is.
Like his ability is just
Or
fast
was
fire.
that on the free
Just flash
evolution?
fire. That's it. Like, there's nothing else to it.
No. I was talking about Bashaw's
Oh.
evolved form.
Oh yeah, it's still Moxie.
Okay, grand.
Right.
Okay.
Let's go ahead. We can do that.
Okay, you got lucky.
Yeah, I got there in the end.
You got lucky in the end.
Yeah.
Okay, didn't go my way. Fair enough.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of, I don't know why I never used it. I just didn't take to it, you know?
I kind of always associate it with Gary's Pidgeot
Yeah.
from Gen 1. It's always one that like it nearly seems iconic. A signature move, I think, is the
Yeah, that's a good way of putting it. Yeah, I can't go along with that in a sense. And in a weird way, you don't really see much of it now because like with birds, you kind of have like two options: either just roost or like go like hit him hard with a fucking brave bird. That's all. I always find that to be the case. Like, and Tailwind, of course. At least we forget. Hello, Richie.
Nope.
Yeah, we're kind of in the middle of something. Richie. Yeah, fuck off. Hey, do you want to go back to Route 1? No. We still can't fly. Fuck off. So this is where it gets fun now.
Yeah, this is... No, wrong way. Oh.
Have it.
See, the problem is like the puzzle is over now and you're still at the start of the room.
Yeah.
Like at least, and I'm thinking more along the ice puzzles, like you had to
reach the end
through the full room and make it to the end, also make it to the end. That was part of the challenge.
Yeah.
Remember, he gives such trouble. Yeah, he's still giving such trouble. He's part dragon and part ground, is it? Or what is he?
I believe it's fire dragon. Yeah.
Grand.
Yeah. So the trick with him is that like he's just like all attack and no defense, and a lot of Pokemon around that point in the map are the same. Like they're just so fucking glass cannon, but like you have to outspeed them or else you lose. You know, like the Revolver.
Yes.
Pokemon I mentioned earlier on. So he's kind of the same way. This guy's the physical attacking type, whereas the other one is like special attacking. So like, woe betide you if you do not fucking outspeed them. You know.
You're sending a grass. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Grass and steel against fire type.
Well, here's the well, he was locked in an outrage, so
yeah,
I knew I could resist it. And this is the fire ghost, if I'm not mistaken. So, this seems like a job for Mr. Black Sheep. Look how happy he is.
Yeah. And there we go.
Yeah. It's grand when you just outspeed them.
It's
That was-
nearly like Barriette is carrying this team.
It feels like that at the moment, doesn't it? I think it's just because like the types just really suit at the moment. Plus that, and it has like a really lovely fucking attack stat as well.
And a great ability.
Yeah. Oh, you can't go wrong with that fucking ability. You really can't. So, speaking
Unless you swap out.
Well, maybe I didn't want to lose Barriette. That's why. So hopefully this goes. If not, we're dead.
Yeah.
They have it.
As you had said, these are like they are glass cannons, and
yes.
yeah.
So that one surprised me well.
Yeah. Only 2 deaths.
Only 2 deaths. We are compared with all the other re-healings you've had to do so far. That is good. That is a good day.
Yeah.
Collateral damage and all that. So, let's move on to the next adventure. Now, the weird thing is, the one thing I found weird about this gym is that you think like the actual, they've done the theme where it's like yin and yang, right? But they haven't really shown like what the actual like types of the gyms are. They are just like Pokemon that kind of complement each other in a way, which is, I suppose, the thing of it. But when you get to the gym leaders, you see that it doesn't actually match up with the ninja clans, with like who you've been facing already. Which I find a kind of an odd choice, but maybe it's just a matter of like, well, it's the final gym, you should be able to deal with this type deal.
Yeah. And I do like that as well. Like, that is one thing that I have liked in this game, is that they've gone with themes. They've gone with they've not gone with, if you can find the super effective thing against this one gym, you're going to steamroll it. Like, basically like Diglett Cave right outside Lieutenant Surge's town. Yeah.
I agree with. I'm okay with that myself. It's I think this one just didn't match up with what they were doing, I suppose. But I still think that's okay, because it was a case with like you weren't really expecting the gimmick, so it made you think on your feet. And plus, it is expecting you to have like leveled up a lot more than this. But
really expecting you to have done the side quests.
Yeah, maybe this is why I'm kind of confused. Perhaps I did just miss a big chunk of the map or something, because I noticed that a lot of these ROM games will kind of do that sometimes. Like I remember when me and Mookie were playing Pokemon Brown, we just went like we went like left instead of right, and we were suddenly in an area with like plus like the levels increased by 25, which is nuts.
When will Mookie learn never go left?
Well, this is how it started, man. This is how it started, and since then he's never gone left ever since. I assume.
Oh, fuck.
That's cruel.
Yeah.
And we're still frozen.
Yeah. Might as well keep trying to punch my way out of it. Ooh,
never mind.
Gone.
That's harsh.
Gone.
That's utterly harsh. But and we had the same kind of thing in Prism, where like you have like one big route, and then the levels like jump up by like 2 or 3 in the next. But because like you'd have like such a big path from city to city, that's an exponential increase. So it's like you've gone from like one gym to the other, but the levels have gone up by 5. I was like, I've just gone across this road. Nothing has changed, So I think most games are guilty of that.
There are some, like you think of Emerald backtracking to your dad's gym.
Yeah.
Pointed you, like from the last challenge you had, which might have been you, Denver, to your dad's gym. There could be no time passed, but there's a jumping like file.
Yes, you have nowhere to
I
run.
can remember that being yes, exactly. There is one that I have been playing on and off over the last few years, which is a PS version of Digimon Adventures.
Okay.
So it's basically the plot of the original Digimon show on the PSP. Which it was a Japan-only game, but someone went and it took them 10 years to put out different patches for it.
Fucking hell.
So, yeah, but they got it done a handful. I have not finished it, and I don't know if I will, because like the level curve just goes vertical from the point that I'm at the minute. Because it was part of those. It was like a.
Sorry, go on ahead there. Sorry, I cut across you.
There are some where, like, as you're approaching up to the last battle, like in this, it's into the last chapter of it, and it's like, it's basically, okay, well, everything level 40, yeah, all of the normal challenges, all of the local battles are going to now start at level 40 instead of you being a healthy level above them, and it's kind of like that older school RPG element, like I'd say Final Fantasy kind of has those massive level jumps, and yeah, it can be bizarre to deal with, or it can be rough dealing with.
It's a very Final Fantasy thing to do, where it kind of like it sees who your like highest level person is and just like calibrates to that.
Hello?
But it's also looking at like, well, you're at this part of the game, so you should be able to deal with this. Yeah.
Hello?
You there? Have we lost contact? I think we have.
Hello. Got you back.
Okay, we're good.
Sorry, I lost you there.
That's fine. I was just remarking that a Final Fantasy is a fucker for doing that, where you will just have to hike in levels for no reason.
Yes.
But it's because it thinks you're further in the game than you actually are. The ROM hack I was going to suggest after this we play this was Pokemon Insurgents, and that game is an absolute fucker for those absolute bastard for it.
Yeah.
So we'll complain about that at a later date.
Like there's plenty to be said for, okay, they're trying to match up against the level that you're at, and they're trying to give you a challenge as you go.
Yeah.
But it can also be just too cruel on you. And I really hope that they don't put that on you here, where they expect you to have grinded, because it just seems here like you haven't. Grinded at all.
Yeah, like I like kind of doing this with these ROM hack games, because I think like I like to try and go through it in a grindless manner, where like to see if their like level progression matches up with mine, and like I'll fully admit I'm quite cheeky sometimes, where like I'll catch a Pokemon and then I'll try and like train up as I go. But my view is that you should be able to do that regardless. You know, you shouldn't have to like just stop where you are, calibrate, and then move on to the next area. I don't think it should be that way at all.
I don't know. I would kind of think differently. I think having that grind is part of what can make you feel as if you're putting the effort in. I think that's one of the things that made Sword and Shield as disliked as it was.
Yeah.
Because you were able to just like throw EXP at anything at a moment's notice. There was no getting attached to anything that you were using.
Yeah.
So I think that might be part of why it got such mixed reviews that it did.
Maybe.
So if you were to say, well, I should be able to pick something up and not invest any time with it, that's kind of missing the point there.
Yeah, I kind of agree with that. But,
anyway, so you got your ass handed to you, and you went outside and you went fishing.
Pretty much. What I'm doing here is I'm kind of just like picking like a few. I've got a whole lot of Pokemon that are close to leveling up, so I'm kind of like getting them over the line and then going to tackle the gym here.
Perfect.
That's what the whole point of this part is at the minute.
Are you paused at the stadium fainted?
I am. Yeah, I must have disappeared again.
Yeah, no worries.
Cut this part.
No worries. 4:42 now.
Yeah, we're good.
Are we
now.
at the
We're
same
live.
time still?
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, no, just making sure we're still good. Okay, so how many more do we have to get over the line?
I think I've got like that and Ampharos. Was
Lovely.
Ampharos? I don't remember now. I know we have two there, like just like stupidly close to leveling up. So,
Yeah.
so I'd rather than.
Yeah.
I think it was also the use of the rare candies I had in my bag as well. So.